Hello everyone, this is Komal Taya and welcome to Torq Fire podcast which we call and including Ashish. Which for this podcast I'll be saying which I call real detoxification. So you'll be wondering that where is Ashish? So I just thought that why not I make a solo podcast. So here it is, and since you were also asking me guys to make some solo videos, so I just thought that why not I make a single podcast. So finally, here it is, and today I'm going to serve justice to the title of this YouTube channel, which is Amalgam. So today I'm going to talk about amalgamation of topics, which I picked from the Instagram Q&A session, which I held on Instagram few days back, and I picked some questions from there and. You can see I'm a little bit nervous, but just bear with me. So, today I'm going to talk about some different topics, and the first topic would be diet. So, it's something which I am very much experienced with, and I'm a person who has some health issues like gastrointestinal issues. So for me health is very important. Even if I don't eat for maybe for 2 to 3 hours, I'll just start dizzying off and I'll just having some hunger pangs, and I'll feel that whole strength of my body it's lost. So for me diet is very important, and I have been experimenting with my diet throughout my life. So recently I also recommended and also referred to some dietitian, and she suggested me some good diets, and I also got to know more value of it. So now I can say that I can literally suggest people what to eat and what not to eat. So for me, like for anyone, if I take example of a person who is studying and who is at the college level and very much packed up with their schedules. For me, like I'm in modeling, so for me diet and exercise is everything. So I have to be very much strict with my diets, with my workouts. But for people like you who are into some corporate jobs or into studying, you do not have that much time. You have to allot that time to more important things in your life. So I'm not saying that health is not important, but for you right now, maybe if you are willing to crack some exam, so that exam becomes more important for you. So for you, I'll suggest that take very light meals and take very healthy meals. Because I just swear by healthy meals. I do not crave that much for pizza and burgers, and I've seen people literally hopping on them on every alternate days and maybe on the daily basis. But you should know that it is very unhealthy, and it's been like 2 months, I'll say nearly 2 months, that I haven't eaten anything from outside, and I'm following very strict and very healthy diet, including every carbs, proper fats, proper fibers, proper antioxidants, so everything, amalgamation of that. So I'm seeing revolutionary changes in my lifestyle and the way I'm feeling. So if you'll inculcate that in your diet, and if you'll just eat home cooked meal also, and say if in morning you are eating bread, and if you are just using peanut butter and you're taking banana, that is healthy. You can have some you can say light food for that. Say my example, I take bread omelette. Sometime I take besan oats chila, if you know that how to make it. You just blend this gram flour and oats, and just mix it up, and then you just put it on pan or something like that, and you make it. That's the recipe. So it's very good, it's very healthy, light, and it will keep you going, and it will make your tummy full for a very long time. And for that only, like in afternoon lunch, you can have same curry or chapatis or some greens with it. I would suggest I take lettuce. So you can just add some greens, and you can add some chia seeds, flax seeds to your curries, or maybe you are taking dal, something like that. Or and just keep having small foods in between. So suppose around, if I take evening snack, you should have some fruits or anything which you feel like which is healthy. So juice or fruits. And in dinner you can have what in dinner, like same, carbs, some carbs, and some curry with it. That's it. And you should have some drinks, lot of fluids in summer, that is very necessary. So if you'll keep check on these small things, you'll feel very healthy from inside. So just follow it for 15 days. Your health and your glow, it will be different, and you'll feel very light, you'll feel very nice from inside. I'm following it for 2 months, and I'm feeling very light, completely good. I know I have some cravings. I took a cheat meal before maybe 1 week. I just took 3-4 spoons of a pastry, but that's okay once in a while. And you're worth it, because you have been like doing on a strict diet, and you can hop on cheat meals in between. So that's about diet. So you should have good quantity of this carbs, I'm sorry, good quantity of carbs, and this fibers, antioxidants. So for that you can have fruits, berries, and please include seeds in your diet, because they're very important, especially for people who are vegetarian, who do not have non-vegetarian diet. So it becomes important for you to have some seeds. Suppose if I take chia seeds are rich in omega-3, they are rich in calcium, they are rich in magnesium, they are rich in fibers. So they will keep your nutritional value of your body in check. So my advice is to just get chia seed, flax seeds, pumpkin seeds, sesame seeds, flax seeds. I just repeated that. Sunflower seeds, a lot of seeds. You can take mixed seeds also. So if you want to have that, I'll just put the link like from where I buy it. So you can have that, and I'll put it in the description box for your reference. So I think that's all about diet. If you have any question, you can just put it in the comment section. I'll be very much happy to entertain you guys in the comment section, and I always respond to you guys if you have some genuine questions. Is this podcast getting too serious? I feel so that I'm just speaking. It is kind of like a video. I miss Ashish. Okay, now going to the second question, which I took is someone asked me that how to manage study with passion like you. I'll say that when I was studying, I was completely into studies. I was not following any passion, but I was following some sports. I remember when I was doing my masters, I was just indulged in this sports activities like running, sometimes badminton, throwball. I was the captain of throwball team in second year, and I was very much into it. And I always used to run, and it was something like I always used to follow. So sports you can manage with it, but if you talk about my passion, particularly my passion, so if I talk about the current time, I'm still following the routine like you just asked in the question. Like if I take today's example, to morning I was studying, I was going through some research which is related to chemistry. So I like chemistry a lot, and I'm still going through it, to the different realms of it. And so it is not difficult, I'll say. If you will just make a to-do list of your day, that what you want to do. Suppose if you in morning, if you wake up, you take a glance at your notes, if you're preparing for exam, or if you are casually studying. So what you can do is you can take 1 hour in morning, you can just take a glance at your notes, and then maybe you are having 9 to 5 job or 9 to 5 classes, whatever it is. After that, because since now you are so much packed with the stuff, and your brain is completely filled with the stuff which you did from 9 to 5 job or work. So now you can take a break, you can do whatever you like, suppose dancing, swimming, take a rest. Like it does not matter that it is very difficult. It is very easy, I feel. And if you want to do, you'll do it eventually. Like, I want to do modeling along with my studies, I can do it. And and people who do it, I feel they are more creative, and their efficiency, it's more. If you're continuously studying for like 8 to 10 hours, and if you'll study for 6 hours, and if you give some, 1 to 2 hours to your some hobbies and something which makes you feel light, I think your efficiency, it will increase. You'll not realize it, but you'll see it happening eventually. Maybe within 7 days you can notice it. So that's all about that, how to manage study with passion like you. I always try to make the to-do list, that what I want to do in a one day. So if you'll do that, that way you can achieve it, and the things will be more achievable that way. And suppose one day, if you have achieved something, that okay, this was my to-do list and everything is checked, so next day you will want to improve more. That this happens with me with my workouts. And like, suppose if I'm doing a set of 20 set of 20 maybe apps, so next day I'll just try to push it more, that now I want to do 25. So same with everything. If you'll see improvements, I think that's the best motivation. For me, motivation is always comes from improvements, and consistency is important. For improvement, your consistency should be there. So if you're consistent, and if you're improving, even if you're if you're maybe studying for more, suppose you're studying for 4 hours daily, and if you study for 4.5 or 5 hours next day, so from the next day you'll try to study more than that. So I can say that for everyone, improvement is the key. Improvement is to manage the things. Improvement is the key factor for motivation. So so the to-do list, and the key to improve continuously. So that is the answer to this question, that how to manage study with passion like you. And I think I'm done with 2 questions, and I hope I'm not making you feel bored. And so the next question which someone asked me is your secret of confidence. So confidence, it's something, I'll say that also the first factor which determines this is whether you are introvert or extrovert. So I'm not saying that everything is dependent on that, but it depends, and it varies for both the parties, if someone is the introvert or the person is extrovert. For introvert, the person has to push more, and for extrovert, I think the efforts would be a little bit less as compared to the introvert. So I have been extrovert throughout my life. I'm a kind of bubbly girl who will speak, and will disturb everyone around her, and sometimes maybe annoying. So that is the case. But so in that case, I do not find trouble going in front of people and putting my opinions out, or putting my skill out and saying anything. Maybe I was very much into this speech competition, debate competition during my childhood. I think that thing plays a very important part in your life. And but at the same time, people who are, if I say, are not confident, so for them, I think the first step would be to just achieve small targets. Suppose if you are in a train, right, if you are introvert, and if you want to develop that habit of confidence, so what you can do, that someone is sitting right beside of you, and I know introvert people, they just will take everything to start a conversation with anyone, until and unless that person is approaching them. So what you can do is that push yourself to that limit, that you start conversating with that person. I think that's the first step, that you push yourself out of that comfort zone. And also, for pushing you out of your comfort zone, I think the first thing that should be there is like the first thought, like whether I should talk to that person or not. Okay, go for it. Don't go for second thought, don't go for third thought, because now it's gonna be a loop. If you will just think like whether I should talk to her or him, then again second thought will come. What happens like that, what happened in that case? No, don't think about that. Just in the very first try only, in the very first, in the very first thought, give it a try. Just forget about everything. Push yourself and think, like, if suppose in the first time also, if you are not able to achieve that target, so take some next incident. Maybe you are maybe at a workplace, and if you want to say something to your boss or anything, it can be anything. So in that way, so remember your last incident, what happened, that you just ended up in a loop of thoughts and you did not approach that person. So now same is going to happen to you if you'll just give the thoughts an opportunity to take over you. So what you're going to do is, the first thought, that I need to talk to my boss about this. So you should not be giving so many thoughts. Just think about it once and go for it. So in that way, when you'll be achieving that, when you'll be achieving that small milestone, you'll be feeling very happy. And if you'll take that small steps, I think you'll come out of your comfort zone, and you will instill confidence. And another thing which I want to mention over here is that lot of people, they think that they are being judged. Everybody thinks like that they are being judged. Even I feel sometimes that I'm being judged. But what matters is that nobody, nobody really gives a shit about you. That's the bitter truth, and that's the very harsh truth which you should accept. We think, actually, we have been living with our body for so long. I'm living with my body for like 24-25 years, and so I'll think that I become the princess of my own world, and same with every person. So you spend time with your soul and with yourself so much that you start thinking of yourself very highly. So when you think that you're gonna do, you are just like, what is every gonna think about me? What is every gonna what if they don't like me? What if they start hating me? And something like that. So these are things which comes out of your mentality when you think that you're being judged. So just treat something like that suppose if you are in a public place and someone pukes, so you'll be like, okay, fine, happens with everyone. You'll just go pass through it and think it like that only. If you were in that position, you would have been embarrassed like anything, like, oh my god, what I did, everyone is looking at me, and you're like, but no, people are not giving it that much shit. Everyone is light, nobody really cares. So it's just you who cares so much that you have made yourself a shell, made yourself in that shell, that I'm being judged, everyone is like that, everyone is thinking like it. Even if everyone is watching you, everyone is looking at you, does not mean they are judging you. And even if they are judging you, you should not care about their opinion, because you should know yourself, and you should know that, okay, it's natural, and you should accept the reality at that time, and you should go past it and start taking things lightly. When you start taking things very heavily, if you will take something to your heart, if you'll stick to it, I'm sorry to say, but you're not gonna come out of your comfort zone ever in your life. So start taking everything lightly, know your worth, and just have faith in what you are doing. And if someone is making fun of you, laughing at you, nobody cares. Nobody really gives a shit. So just go past this and just enjoy. Life is cool. Life is too short to give damn to those people or to things. So that's the thing, your secret of confidence, that I've talked about, like, general confidence. And if I say about my confidence, so I know my worth, I know what I'm doing. So even if I'm just walking, I just keep putting reels on Instagram every now and then. You must have watched that, of my walking. So suppose if I'm in a mall, and if I need to walk like catwalk and runway kind of walk, which models do. So I'll be like, okay, I should go for it or not. No, I never give a damn. So it's about me. I know my worth. I know what I'm doing. And I know it's not something, it's not a crime and it's not a murder I'm doing. So I know what I'm doing. So I feel light and I never let any person opinion disturb my mental peace or disturb my work, because this is something which is my work. And maybe someday if I have to give if I have to do a photo shoot between maybe in a stadium or maybe in an auditorium, maybe in between, maybe on roads. So I think this thing that of not giving a damn to others people, it gives a boost to your confidence, and that's what I always feel, that I do not care about anyone. I want to do my work and I know what I'm doing. I have faith in my work, and I think that's how it works, your secret of confidence. So that's it about these three topics. Three? Yeah, I've talked about three topics: diet, study with passion, and secret of confidence. And one more topic which I would like to talk about is this transition from STEM to modeling, your journey. So, someone has asked me about my transition from STEM to modeling. So, I would not say it that this is transition. Um, like it's something which is going parallelly, because I feel transition is something which if you say career wise, then yes. But if I say generally, then I'm still studying chemistry. I still go through research paper. I still like studying it. I just love it, and that's why I chose it, not initially but eventually. So I feel, if I talk about my career transition from STEM to modeling, so earlier I was a nerd. I'd say that I was a nerd, and I I used to study like anything. I used to wake up at 3 in morning, and I would go like that. I would just come from my school like near 4 or 5 p.m. from the school, because I used to have extra classes in school only. So it used to be 4 or 5 p.m. at evening. Then again I'll come, I'll just have my have my food in very rush, and then again I'll start studying, I'll sleep, and then again I'll wake up at 3. So I was a very nerd kind of person. But then I came to college, I was still studying, but I was also enjoying my life. I just realized that I was just too hard on myself, and due to which my grades dropped a little bit, but not that much. But it dropped a little bit as compared to my senior secondary, but it was worth it. I enjoyed my life and I have no regrets regarding that. So I just pursued my graduation, and then graduation from Nagpur. And in Nagpur I started taking interest in extracurricular more, because I knew that this is my last college where I'm gonna go, and I'm not gonna study further, something like that. So I just thought that I have to just give it a try. I was very much into this sports and all, as I talked in the very start of this podcast. So from there I took coaching, I cracked some exams. But transition to modeling, it was something that I always had this thing in my mind that I want to do it. Everybody, like, I have met a lot of people who said that, look, this looks apparently from your body language that you want to be a model and you want to be like that. So a lot of people have complimented me in that way, that you pose good or something like that. So it's not something that came out from other people's perspective. I already had this thing in my mind that I want to do it, but I never took any step towards it. I was like in a fairy world, and I never literally stepped out of my comfort zone, you can say that. But after meeting Ashish, so I started looking out for an option what I can do. So I started applying to this lot of agencies. So if you want to pursue modeling, so first thing you're gonna do is just approach agencies, and agencies are the one which are going to give you authentic work. Without agencies, it's very hard to get work in this in this industry, also this industry is very brutal and very cruel if you are a beginner. So I don't think so that a lot of people will be able to survive this. So if you want to be a model, so you can give a try to different agencies, mostly in Mumbai, Bangalore, or Delhi. So there must be some regional agencies also, but suppose if you are maybe scouted by any agency, and so your life will be little, will be good. I'm saying that if you, it will be good if you are uh, getting scouted by a very, like, even established agency also. So you don't have to worry about that. All you have to do is shift to that place, start working, and it would be a good career for you if you are interested in that. But if I talk about that, suppose any agency, so a lot of agencies in India, they are they ask for experience. I've seen that. But internationally nobody cares, like, what experience do you hold. They only see what face you have, what skills you can bring to the table. They are only interested in that. But in India the scenario is a little bit different, and here people ask for experience. Like, I remember I interviewed for one agency. They got interested, they checked my profile. So I was beginner at that level. This was before 2 to 2.5 years ago. They became interested, but then they took interview. I talked about everything. They started asking me about different supermodel. How many supermodel do you know? International, how many male supermodel do you know? Okay, Indian supermodels do you know? Okay, any fashion week you have seen or something like that. But I have researched so much in this field, so much, that now I know each and everything. I'm not saying I'm almost everything. That I know who is doing what and what is doing what. So I have little bit knowledge about this field. Maybe not from the bulk, but on the surface, I know what is happening. Answered and everything like that. But in the end, they asked me if you have any experience or not. Then I said no. Like, I know this is a very big drawback, that agencies are looking for people who have experience, but what about newcomers? And they are not getting scouted by the established agencies. So a lot of things are there. There's some cliche things, but even if you are not getting scouted by any agency and you do not make to any agency, what you can do is you can start collaborating with different photographers. Also see like what kind of photographers you are collaborating with. It should not from starting you can start with anyone, but be selective after a certain period, because everything is, suppose if you make a big name after some time, so that profile, that person's is linked to you somehow, and that person is gonna earn on the basis of you, maybe if you become a big name afterwards. So choose very wisely what kind of projects you are picking, what kind of people you are working with. I have been very selective, very specific about what I want to do, and what I want from this Indian modeling. Uh, I, I literally I literally took only 6 to 7 projects in my career span till now, because I have been very choosy. Right now, maybe before 1 month, I got 3 to 4 offers of Punjabi industry something, but this is not something I resemble myself with, and I have some issues with with the kind of way women are portrayed over there. So I'm not interested. So in that way you have to be very picky, and you should know what you are doing. It should not be vague. So where was I was at collaborating with photographers. So you can collaborate with photographers, and you can just work on that. From that photographers, they gonna give you contact. Suppose if you are going for a shoot with the photographer, so like initially obviously it will not be paid, but what is gonna happen that on that shoot you're gonna come in contact with people like makeup artists, people like stylists, people like photographers. So if some project is there, and if some requirement is there, maybe they are going to recommend you to that person. So this is how it works initially. And there's one more tip which I want to give you. Let's suppose you start getting pics. So when you post that pics, start using hashtags. So hashtags, they are very important. I know on my profile I used to have like lot of crowd coming from hashtags, a lot of crowd coming from location. So the kind of audience you want to hit, suppose if I want to hit some audience in Los Angeles, I'll be putting hashtag Los Angeles, hashtag Los Angeles model, hashtag LA model. So like that, LA modeling agency, LA model scout, something like that. You can just keep playing with the hashtags, and in that way your pictures, it will reach the right audience where you want to hit. Otherwise it will not hit the kind of audience you are willing to hit that post to. So what is going to happen is that in that way you'll start getting work, you'll get a lot of DMs. To this date I get a lot of DMs about the work, but I told you I'm very very picky about the kind of projects I'm doing. And for like 5 to 6 months I've stopped doing any kind of work. Modeling is on halt. I'm kind of that's my water alert. So I have installed an app which reminds me of the water intake. But anyway, I'm just drinking 2.5 or 2 to 2.5 liter daily. So you should also drink water, reminding me of that diet. So water is also important. I just forgot mentioning this thing, that keep hydrated, and just be hydrated. Just don't yourself feel thirsty. You should just keep drinking water throughout the day. I know it becomes very annoying when you have to just pee every every half an hour, but you'll get used to it. And yeah, that is very important. And talking about modeling again, I feel that you can collaborate, and then you can use hashtags that will reach the right kind of audience. So that is the case when the agencies are not scouting you, agencies are not interested in you. So in that case, this is the option. Otherwise, if you are getting scouted by like agencies, modeling agencies, like I'll also name some agencies like Anima, Inega, Toab, Feet, Phase, Purple Thoughts. And these are some agencies which are quite established in the industry, and they can give you really good work. So you can just send your Polaroids to them. So if I talk about Polaroids are simple, your no makeup look pictures, where you just stand straight, you just give your profiles like this, and they just want to see how you look in your natural form. And there you should not use any kind of filter, any kind of any kind of makeup. Or you just have to, you can take pictures with your phone also against a very plain wall with the, and the outfit can be, for girls it can be crop top, simple crop top, black or white. Or and bottoms, you can wear shorts or jeans, very skinny tight, so that they can see like what are the measurements of your legs, or measurement of your measurement of your body. Or you can wear heel with it. You'll find, just type Polaroids on Google, you'll get a pendant of knowledge regarding that. And for boys, I think it's black or white t-shirt with jeans, and same with shoes, against a plain wall, and with natural light, most probably. So with natural light, and yeah, that would be sorted. Just take picture and send the agency's page, Instagram. Every agency is on Instagram. You can just go through their pages, and you can just submit your Polaroids on their website, and just take your measurements. And if you feel like, this is also a very harsh truth of the industry, that you have to be a little bit lean. They just like Anima, Feet, they are very much strict about the measurement. So more lean it is, more better it is for over hair and for everywhere, I guess, most of the time. Though industry is changing, but it's still harsh truth that people ask you to lose weight. So this is not my belief, so don't yell at me in the comment section that you are promoting some body standards. You are just biased person. I'm not like that. I want to welcome every body type. I want to have the diversity in the modeling field, but at the same time, this is the truth. This is something which modeling agencies have been doing. And yeah, it's okay. Like this also makes sense to some part, that modeling agencies need someone who can look like a hanger. So they want someone who look like hanger, and they want tall people basically. But right now, petite models, like people of 5'5" height, 5'6" height, they are also getting work, and this is very nice. So the industry has changed in that way. Like if I talk about 5'5", there is one model, I just forgot her name, Haley Bieber is there, and Emily Ratajkowski, if that is how her name is pronounced. So she is there. She's 5'6" or something like that. So a lot of Kate Moss is there. She's 5'6". She was 90s models or 2000, early 2000. So a lot of people are there who are entering in the um, agency, who are entering in the modeling world, which where the measurement do not fit anymore. So do not be disheartened in that way. The industry have been changing, and they are welcoming more and more people. So if you think you can do it, you'll get it eventually. I'm not breaking your bubble or something like that. So in India, things are flexible. So you can be like internationally, it's very, very, very strict. So in India, things are flexible. So even if you are like moderate, they'll set you on some diet or some workouts. You'll get in shape, the kind of shape they want, and then you can just get going. The only thing is just little bit start working on your body before you send Polaroids. Otherwise, they're gonna reject you even if they are interested in your face. So that is something which I do not believe in, again, which they want, the agencies, most of the agencies, even if they say they are not interested, they are interested in that. So that's how things work over here. Just to save their asses from all kind of backlash from the society, they still abide by the same rules, that they want particular body shape, particular body type, and that's how things work over here. So in that way, so if you are getting work from an agency, that's very nice. Even if you are not getting getting selected in any agency, then what you can do, I told you, just start collaborating with photographer. That way they're going to recommend you to different people under different projects. So just keep doing it. You'll get pictures, start putting hashtags, you'll reach to different people will be interested in you. They'll be start offering you work maybe, and that's how things work in this industry. And yeah, and also time to time, like since last 2 years, fashion weeks have not been there, but you can enroll yourself in fashion weeks and you can just give audition there. Like Lakme Fashion Week is there, and FDCI Fashion Week is there, and L'Oreal, I guess some L'Oreal Fashion Week is also there. So you can just enroll for them, you can just audition, you can see that what kind of work they want, what kind of people they are looking for. So that's how it's not something that and also that people think, there is one myth that fair people only get work in this industry. The industry has changed now. Like I'm very happy that now the dusky complexion are adored the same way the fair complexion is being entertained. I can't say that much in India, but internationally they are getting recognized. So that's a very nice thing, and that's what I feel, that they are inclusive now, and you'll see diversity in this field. So even if you think that you have that not that desired complexion which is in India, you can still apply abroad. Like you can just go to their site like IMG Model, Next Model, Social Model, Society, a lot of models are there, a lot of agencies are there where you can apply, and Wilhelmina, something like that. So you can just start applying there. Maybe if they get interested in your profile, they'll fly you over there, and they will just start working on you, and you'll start getting work. And you have to be passionate for that. First of all, it should not something, sometimes things are there that you need to be there on the set at 6 a.m. and the shoot is starting at 1 or 2 p.m. So you need to be very patient. You need to you should not be complaining, and you should not be like this, like, why did you call me at this time? You have to be patient. Only if you are very much, passionate about this, you should go for this field. I remember on one of my shoot, I was standing on 4-inch heel for like, I just started shooting at 9 a.m. in morning, until 7 p.m. I was on my heels continuously. I was on my heels, and that was so tiring. But still, at 7 p.m. I had the same energy. I was I was feeling the same zeal which I was having in morning. So it is something which you should feel really passionate about, and I really live by modeling. So if you think that you are fit in this field, you can go for it. Or another way, if you are interested in acting, you can start auditioning in different houses. You can just follow some pages, just type on Google, you will get everything. All you have to do is put yourself out there. So you can just start auditioning. There are some, in Instagram also, they'll start posting that this is the requirement, this age, this complexion, or this height, they need people of this something like that. So that way you'll start getting work if you're interested in acting. And also, if you're interested in modeling, please start working on your craft. Like, you should know how to walk, you should know how to pose, and you should know how to talk to people. Earlier I was a little bit immature, but now, since I'm so much experienced with so many things, I also got offers from three agencies, and one agency was like the top 3 agency of India. I won't name it, but it was top 3 agency of the India, and it could have placed me really nice. But this is not something which I'm really looking for right now, and I have set some different priorities for me right now, and I'm working for them. And I told you that now, since I've stopped modeling for right now, I'm working on different things which I can't reveal right now. So, okay, there are too many right now, so excuse me for that. But I'll reveal that very soon, maybe in coming months, what I'm up to and what I'm going to do in my life further. So, I have been spending time over there. And there is one more thing which I really swear by, and which is something which every genuine person in this industry would give advice to you. Do not give money to anyone. You don't have to pay money to get selected or scouted or anything. If anybody asks you money, that look, just give me 5,000 or 10K, I'm gonna give you work, run. The first thing you're gonna do is run from there. There are people who are making fool of you, who are fraudster, and nobody, like, on every, like, just take example IMG, next society. If you go to their site, they have written this in very bold that we do not charge, nobody charges. And if someone is charging you in disguise of them, then you should contact them. So, like, the real one. So this is something which the authentic agencies will never do. And if somebody is asking you to pay money for the shoot or any kind of collaboration, don't do it. I know money, like, obviously, if you get your pictures clicked by some very established photographer, that person's skill has some value that may charge you. But if somebody is asking you that, if you are going to pay me this much amount of money and I'm gonna give you that kind of work, for sure, don't go for it. That person is fraud. I'm telling you, that person is not gonna give you any work. That person is full of lies, and that person is gonna keep postponing that thing, that look, that happened, and that person gonna take that money into his pocket and gonna run away, and then is gonna block you or something like that. So please don't pay money anywhere. So if someone is really interested in you, then that initial you don't have to pay it, but eventually maybe if you suppose if you get selected in any agency, so that agencies usually have this they have this rule, that 70/30 rule. So if suppose if you are taking any project and you are getting particular amount of money, so in that way 70% will be given to you and 30% will be deducted if that would be the profit of agency, because that agency is placing you in the market, and that agency is ultimately a business. So that agency is gonna make money out of you, and that is legit. Like, that's how agencies work over here. So suppose sometimes it would be 75/25, it sometimes it would be 70/30, like 70 yours, 30 theirs, but it would not exceed that. It would not be something like 65/35. No, like if it's less than 70, don't go for it, because like if you want to go for it, you can still go for it, but it is something which agencies don't go by normally. It's always usually 70/30. So that's my knowledge and experience till now about this field, and it's something that I really wanted to talk about this since very very long. So today I got the opportunity, and I hope you liked the content. I know I may have sound boring because I'm just like literally talking for like 45 minutes or something like that, straight continuously. So I think I'm done for today, and I have covered 4 topics. And if you have any queries, any kind of suggestion, you can put it in the comment section. You're more than welcome to put your opinion over there. So maybe in my Instagram DMs, I always reply. Ask some people, they're gonna say that yes, Komal do reply. So you can just put your opinions, and you can just tell me whether I should continue doing this solo podcast, or did I make you guys bored. So let's see what happens, and I'm just nervous, fingers crossed. Don't be so harsh on me, and thank you so much for your time and consideration. And next time most probably I'm gonna come with Ashish on my what left side. Yeah, always left side. So next time I'm gonna come with Ashish in this podcast, and we're gonna come up with new guests also. So a lot of amalgamation of topics will be there. So just stay tuned. Until then, take care and keep smiling. Bye bye.